Okay, so it means that at this point, the multimodal medical image fusion using intuinistic fuzzy set. So here, we would take this as our title, okay? Then we will go into, what I usually do is to open up Sublime. Let me see whether, okay. So Sublime. Then usually when I'm doing my work, I put it there so that I can see things clearly if there are additions. So I'll copy this again, then send it into um, as an application. Uh, okay. Where's my Zoom? Sorry. Okay, so I'll send it here, then put it in. So this becomes the title. Now we go to abstract. Abstract does not mean that you should go and collect everything from the abstract. So you will come here. Hard. I don't know how everything looks. Okay, it's here. All right, so I'll come here. I have to read the abstract to know what this is about. So let's take a quick one. The main aim of this paper is to blend the multi-modality images into a single image to acquire superior information and obtain excellent visual quality without any artifacts or vagueness. So we can say that the aim of this paper is to blend or is to mix. Instead of saying blend, we just say mix. So we can just copy this, but we'll change it up. However, there are other softwares that can change things like that. We have Grammarly, we have Quillbot, and those Quillbots who can do that justice for you. Okay. So here, I will just edit this. So the main aim of this paper is to, so we can just use the word fuse the multi-modality images into, so here is say into a single, we can say into one image to acquire superior information and obtain excellent visual quality. All right. So let's just take all the decisions on this and to just obtain excellent. So here, instead of saying excellent, to obtain or and get good visual quality. So you see, we have changed some bits about it. So it doesn't be like it is just the same. We can also use the Quillbot to rephrase this, right? So this is one part of it. Now we go back again. Now the first source of image are decomposed into base and detail layers. Okay, so making use of the Gaussian filter. Anytime you're doing work and you come across Gaussian simply means that it's a filter. All right. So like this, if I go into, let me see whether I have Photoshop here. If I have Photoshop, I'll show you the Gaussian photo. Okay, so we have Photoshop here. Okay, I just want to show you how the Gaussian works. So it kind of blurs out an image. What is this? It says scratch. Oh, I don't have enough space. Now, but the Gaussian simply means that it kind of puts a blurry filter on the image. The image is there, but the blur will come. So meaning that trying to take away some of the important details. So you see how here said the detail layers are merged. So you can see it. So merge with some noise. So you say it's merged using spatial frequency to preserve the edge details and clarity of the image. I get it. So in other words, we're just trying to say that it's kind of decomposes it. And when we say in matrix, when we say decomposition in matrices or in matrix theory, we are trying to say that we are reducing it, all right? We are breaking it down, all right, to its barest meaning. That's what I say decompose. So we decompose it using the Gaussian filter, all right, to do that job for us. And so we'll just note that one down. And then due to the reason that the base layer, so anytime you're doing images, we use layers, okay? So you can see that you can build layers upon layers and get one image. So we are saying that the base layer, the ground layer, contains approximate information of the source image with low contrast. So when the contrast is low, meaning that it reduces visibility. It is transformed into the Sugenus intrinsic fuzzy image. So meaning that it would have turned it by applying those layers into that image. The texture information is extracted from the CFI. So now you now know what the CFI is about. So that here they stated it before they started using it. You just don't start using acronyms like that. So now the texture information is extracted from CFI to use the base layers. Finally, the fused output image with enhanced contrast and better visuals are reconstructed. So in other words, after the whole image has been dissected, reduced, the image reduced, if an image is reduced, it means that it becomes blurry. So it can still be reconstructed by integrating both the fused base and the fused layer. I guess in it. So furthermore, the experimental results demonstrate that the efficacy of the proposed method is better over the fusion methods, both objective. And so now it's just trying to tell us that based on all that, what they proposed was better. But as an article or as an academic, they have not yet expounded this article. We need to know what is making it better than the other. They did not state any values. Okay, if you carry out a project like this, fusion, mean that you must talk about other things. You have talking about MRI. Look, they are showing all this detailed layers. There should be some values telling us what is optimum and what is not optimum. Are you getting it? But in their paper, they fail to do that. These are images of the skull, all right, trying to tell us how every image is. So see that they are reducing the 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 layers using other images or image techniques on them. You see, upon all this, they didn't come out with their values. They are using equations. They didn't state anything about what they found in their summary, which is very bad. So now see, based on all this, you can see that they even have entropy. You see, entropy, meaning that they fail to do a lot of things. So they should be able to come out and say that, oh, based on whatever we have done. So you see the matrix theory. So here, based on whatever they've been able to do, the entropy of the MRI T1 and then MRI T2 give us this value, which is way as opposed to the proposed. So you can see that they have proposed. This is the proposed, and these are the existing article or existing models. So they are trying to say that their proposed was better. They did not even state by what margin. Is it better than the rest? Are you getting it? So these are sad occurrences. Are you getting it? In their work, they fail to do that. So you write in your work. So here, the abstract, so you indicate that they fail to summarize. Let me summarize like this. Fail to summarize the needfuls. So you just take it, put it there like that. So here, you will just copy this, all right, and send it into your work as the abstract. This is what they did. Are you getting it? We are reviewing the work. We go to research questions. So let's read whether they have some research questions that they worked on. So now, okay, objective of assessment. So they have some objective here. So you can use the objective to cite it as a objective assessment. This is just their candid opinion as far as uh, their expertise is concerned. And this is what we call the subjective, based on what they have done. That is the subjective assessment. So it's different from what we were trying to do. So these are all analysis. Let's see whether there were some questions or objectives. Okay, so you can use where there's some objectives. So in terms of the introduction, okay, also include collection of statistical known data, among them have aggregation pyramid. So this is still referring to overcome. Okay, so to overcome the above difficulties, wavelength transform fusion methods are introduced. Discrete, so you can say that these were some of the technologies they employed. Okay, let's come here. So I think it's the introduction. Okay. So good. So these are their works. So say the contribution of this paper is as follows. This is what they did. A two-scale decomposition algorithm decomposes the source images into two layers and the spatial. So this is what they said they would do. All right. So based on this is the methodology they adapted. So you can capture this as the methodology. It's because I don't have time. I have to do the head. I think they have three. 1, 2, 3. So these are the three objectives. So it means that they had three objectives. Are you getting it? Three objectives. So let's